again, my brothers. This is the Future Fathers FF podcast. And I would like you to welcome my co-host.
Oh, let's do it. Co-host.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. My brother Nate. Yeah. He's not a guest no more. This is my guy.
We're here.
Yeah, this is my guy.
Yeah, in the building, live and direct, man. Yeah, pleasure to be here still, as usual.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
very much.
Mm-hmm.
So, my brother, today,
Mm-hmm.
I want to pose to you a question that is a statement.
Mm-hmm.
That's not important, is it?
Mad. No, mad. No, mad. That's not important, is it?
Yeah. Like,
And we gathered that
the reason why, yeah, is because I got two ladies staying at the hotel that I work at. Yeah.
Okay.
One lady has got her partner with her,
Mm-hmm.
one doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Now the one that doesn't, she's got a little boy,
Yeah.
and the one that does got her partner,
Got a
they
girl.
got a little boy as well.
Okay.
Yeah. And the difference in the two little boys, obviously culture and age taken, you have to take that into account.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you. So what is the culture of the family, of the mum, of the single mum, and
Right.
then the culture of the family?
Right, okay. So the single mum is from Etheria.
Okay.
I don't remember how to pronounce it properly.
Yeah.
And the family,
Yeah.
are from Libya.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Okay, so we set the stage now, yeah? And the single mum, brother, she has 1 and 2 issues with her little boy.
Yeah.
He's 5.
Yeah.
And the Libyan family, the little boy is, I believe he's 7.
Yeah.
He's a little bit older.
Yeah.
But the Libyan youth, bro, he takes the mick out of these mums.
Yeah.
But when dad's around,
It's staunch. Yeah.
certain things he doesn't do, but he still does.
Yeah, it's still active,
He still does.
but there's a level.
Yes. And the other woman, the single mum, she don't let nothing fly, bro.
Yeah.
Nothing. And the youth he doesn't do certain things that the other boy does. So I'm saying, like, we know what it's like. I know the answer to that question. Yes, that's important, first of all,
Damn right.
before we go any further.
You get
Yes,
me.
that is the truth. Yeah. We know that from growing up myself, not having dad there like that,
Mm-hmm.
bro, I thought for years and years, bro, I thought, it's me and my mum, my sister.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's not a problem. Not until I had my own youths did I realize,
Yeah, how it affect man.
yeah,
Mm.
and how important man's presence is.
Even just that alone.
Because there's certain things that mum will say and dad will say exactly the same thing, but because it comes from 2 different people and in 2 different ways, it's almost like, listen.
Do you know what's mad, yeah? Cool. Dad is always important. Whether you're a good dad, bad dad, rich dad, poor dad, yeah?
Yep.
A male presence is always important.
It has to be, bro.
But do you know what the maddest thing about it is? It's crazy because I think you learn different things. I think a lot of the time, especially in our culture, like single black youths,
Yeah.
single mum black youths, got a different type of drive still.
Yes.
You get me? Like still on fuckeries,
Yep.
You're still on some nonsense and that. But I think we got a different type of drive. But I don't know. I will always say as well, yeah, because dad can be there, but if dad's not on job, like what's the point? Like, but
Yep.
do you know what I'm saying to you? Because I'm a man that feels like this shit. Just because you said something very real when you talk about is it Libyan family?
Yeah.
Where, like the youth still carries on madness, yeah.
Yeah.
But when dad comes home, there's a limit.
Yeah.
Now that's why I personally think that's important, innit? Like,
Yep.
like I believe that every woman, mums, yeah, they should make like every parent has to like have their own bond and their own relationship with the youth, innit?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
what you're
definitely.
willing to take as a parent is what they're gonna just,
Mhm.
different confidence.
I
as
don't
a
know what
youth.
it is. Don't know what it
Because
is.
you got. I believe in energies, innit? Yeah.
Yes.
Like, you got a masculine
Yes.
energy and then you got a feminine energy. I believe if a youth grows up seeing both and it's in balance, yeah.
Yep.
It's in balance, in tune, like,
Yep.
then yeah, that youth's going for. But then that don't take away nothing from you to raised in a single house
No.
or step parent or whatever. You get me? Because but yeah, that's we knew that it's definitely an easy one. I think that that's definitely important
Of course it is.
still.
Of course it is, but the question has to be asked because there's people out there that will tell you, oh, no, do you know what? It don't matter if dad's there or not. There's a whole heap of people out there that will say that.
I used to think that way.
This is what I'm saying, bro.
I used to
Until I
think
had
that way.
my two, I used to be like that. Yeah, it don't really matter if dad's
innit?
there or
Yeah.
not. It really doesn't, but it really does.
Especially for, I think, young men.
Yes, in particular,
You get me?
in
Like-
particular.
One thing I found weird, was I don't know what to do. How am I supposed to be? That was
Yeah.
one of the things.
Yeah.
You get me? Like,
Yeah.
what am I, as a dad, how am I even supposed to pattern? Like, am I supposed to be, am I too emotional because I love you this
Yeah.
much and I want to bond, and
my
am I
gosh.
doing too
Yeah.
much, or am I not doing enough
Yep.
because the mom's doing that? There's that you just, I don't think I had anyone apart from you. To be fair, you and all girls' dad, you kind of just said raw, like just like you can't control nothing.
Yeah.
Just let it happen and just be the best that you can, innit? Like,
That's
it's
it.
just enjoy the ride kind of thing.
Yeah.
Big up man's stepdad as well. Still, he added his few pennies here and there, but I think the most prominent people into becoming a father, like definitely all girls' dad and yourself, because at certain times I was thinking, what am I doing here? Like, especially with Zoom just wants mum. Like, you get me? You don't really want, like,
there's
it's weird.
certain stages as well. Like
Mm.
when they're little, it's like mum's needed all the
Yeah.
time. But
Yeah.
once they start able to
Getting
move
bigger and
around
that,
by
yeah.
themselves,
One daddy,
yeah,
one play. Because that's because we ramp though.
Yeah.
Man, them
Of course,
United,
man.
that's
Of
more
course.
time we dash the youths.
yeah,
This that and
show
that
them
other.
about, yeah,
Yeah, fam, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I think that it's definitely important. Definitely is a good foundation in it. So for I reckon, would you say like a healthy mental well-being, if it's a
Yeah.
good home and that,
healthy mindset.
yeah, healthy
definitely,
mindset,
definitely.
a good nurturing,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying to you.
But I think that also comes back to what you said about balance, bro. Definitely, because if you've got two, it can only be better than just one. And if you
But then that goes back to what type of two are you dealing with it?
Yeah, because you could have one putting in 100% and one putting in 10%. That's not fair. Neither is that enough. You need both putting in the same amount, even if it's 50-50.
Do you know what's mad? I sit and I think, well, you know, if man's dad was just there on the couch, just in man's yard, but just there on the couch every day, would there be something that's different? You understand what I'm saying?
I reckon so.
You know, like that.
I reckon
Just
so.
like
There's
not
got
even
to be.
doing nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe just going work. Like even that, like just going out to get bread. Like
It's got to, because you actually see it. It's physical. It's something. It's
Whether
something
man's
tangible.
working, trapping or what, not everyone's perfect, innit? You get me? Like, but raw, you're showing, like, if you're showing on YouTube, where you gotta get money.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying to you? Like, I think any good dad wouldn't want their child involved with the roads or
No.
whatever. But like, it's what you know in it. Sometimes it's what you know in it. Like, you can't, man can't be ignorant to people's surroundings
Nope.
or their environment or how their generations grew up in it.
Yep.
Man, that's some real generational gangsters out here. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? So
Definitely. Oh yeah, brother. I got people that I wouldn't say I know, but associated with. I know due to their granddads have been in jail.
yeah, real bad
And
there. So
they've been in jail as well. It's like, well, brother, like that's a thing. That's in you.
but I bet you what, those youths, yeah, I know it's a bad thing to say, but regardless,
Go
like,
on.
I bet those youths will do whatever to make sure that they got a food in their belly,
Oh yeah.
rather than
definitely.
certain man who will just
Yep.
be like, what do I do?
Yeah.
I'm out here.
Yeah.
no-
100%.
yeah, a male presence is definitely
It's needed.
needed.
It's definitely needed, because you look at it like, well, as you said, if man's just on the couch or man's working and he doesn't have really too much interaction with these children, regardless of whether the interaction is there, if you see somebody doing something, you're more likely to, especially if you grow up seeing it, you're more likely to do the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
And being a man, yeah, it's not a thing where your mum can't teach you to be a man, bro. She can do the most she can, yeah, but mum can't teach you to be a man.
What your mum can do is teach you how to do things in a way that what maybe future women will appreciate.
Yes,
more.
very
You get
true.
me? That's what. And it's not even that they purposefully do it because you only have a woman's perspective.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep, you don't have a man's perspective. You don't have your dad's perspective to bounce off of or say something to, or even him say something to you. And that in itself is a big thing as well. Having the advice of dad and mum.
And do you know what? No, I agree with you. And you know, because you said something. And also knowing how to deal with the world. Because you know what? 8 times out of 10, maybe not in the future because things are changing and that, but 8 times out of 10, man's boss is gonna be a man.
Yeah. You have to know how to deal with other
Do
men
you
as well.
see
So,
it? Do you see it?
Yep.
And you're not gonna learn like how to deal with men
Without seeing it.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to be in it. You have to be
You
in
have
the
to
mix.
be in. Yeah, there you go. Like there has to be. So even if man's dad's like a proper like there's not a hurtful bone in your body. You get me, fam? But you'll still teach your son to be a man within your right. You get me, fam? That is important because it's not always about badness and all that stuff.
Nope.
Like we need a lot more positive, and do you know, I think there are a lot of positive black males and that, but man don't really get the shout outs and the roses and the flowers that man's supposed to get. But yeah, man, like even I think it's just important, man. It's just important. Like even I can imagine like right, even back in the day, like tribes and that in Africa and that, right, like not even just Africa, all over the world from here, where like man's got 3-4 baby mothers and that.
Yep.
But you're still there attending to all, and they can all kind of see because you're in the village. Yeah. One part. Everybody can see daddy's out there.
Yep, definitely.
You get me?
Yeah, man. It's gotta be. It's not even that's gotta be important. That is important.
Yeah, man.
That's simple. Like you said, bro. Even just handing you the information on how to deal with the world, giving you a man's perspective on man's outlook on certain things. That's detrimental to certain youths, bro. Because there's youths out here that they're operating under the guise of, oh yeah, this is what I'm supposed to do. But you haven't been taught how to do that, which is where a lot of youths make mistakes, bro. And some of them mistakes are minor mistakes. Some of them are major mistakes.
Yeah, man's like feeling man's way around.
Exactly, and it shouldn't be like that, bro. Like you said, there are definitely a lot of positive black male role models, that are not getting the big up that they should. But that alone in itself is the next thing, bro. I tell you what, you in particular, I'm just for the scenario, bro. You in your household, when things happen, I bet you're like, that's alright, it will get dealt with.
Yeah, man might have a meltdown at first, but obviously man ain't got no option but to deal with it.
Right, exactly. And knowing that, and seeing you deal with it like that is completely different to somebody who's living at home with their mum, and it's just mum, and we all, not to be funny ladies, if you're listening, but you tend to freak out a lot more. Dad's not gonna do that. Dad's gonna sit down and be like, right, okay, cool. This is how this is gonna get dealt with. Right, exactly. This is how this is gonna get dealt with. And teaching that to your sons, I think it's one of the most important things, because not only are you showing them how to deal with things as a man, you're showing them how other men will deal with the situation as well. 100%. Not necessarily in the same respect, but generally.
Yeah.
It's a generalization. You're gonna know, God, this dude's gonna deal with it like this, and knowing other dudes as well, like seeing how other men operate, it's gonna be like, I can kind of work out what you're gonna do. I can kind of work out what this brother's gonna do. But having that male perspective is a big thing, and not only for boys as well. Because if you got daughters, giving your daughters a man's perspective on certain things teaches them what to look for in dudes or what to try and avoid.
You know what? I'll be real with you. Man can say what man wants, but I think with the daddy daughter thing, and I think it's like they more see you in it. Like you clock, yeah. Your children watch. They watch you
Yeah.
more than they talk to you about how are you gonna do with this, how you gonna do it. Like we live our lives daily as parents, and we're just thinking about what we're thinking about. Like they watch us.
Yeah, we're not
with
thinking
certain
about what
things.
they're thinking about.
You see what I'm saying? So I think, yeah, especially with like with girls and that, it's a madness because, like you said, they can kind of see what they want or what they don't want in a man.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
Exactly.
Also, depending what type of man you are with your daughters, and if you talk to your girls, and you're like, raw, like, boom,
Yeah.
this is what some man I like at.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Before I met your mum,
And it
you
has
see
to
what
be
I'm
done.
saying?
It has to
Like
be
before
done.
I met your mum, blah blah blah. Like you, like it's because there's a lot of men who don't just drop out
Nah.
as good men. They just do like, raw, you're just a good man. They just hold it down, and there's no wars in the yard, and you just do. A lot of men have to grow, and a lot of us grow with our youths watching us grow, fam.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying to you, especially those who had kids young. You get me? You grow with your children differently.
Yeah.
Like you grow with them.
Yeah.
Like
You learn as they're learning.
You see what
they
I'm saying?
learn as you're. It's one big cycle.
yeah. So I think man, just maybe because it's never gonna stop them. Like Lawrence Fishburne, he's got a youth. His daughter's like does B movies and that.
Bruh.
Do you know what I mean?
I didn't even know
You
that.
know that? Yeah, Lawrence
Yeah.
Fishburne's daughter used to be an adult actress, fam.
See, and look at that.
Yeah, that's Lawrence
that's-
Fishburne, fam.
Exactly. Major Hollywood star, like, but still.
Obviously, you don't know
what?
what people are exposed to or how people.
Exactly.
Everyone has their own thing in it. But my
Right.
things like this year, like all you can do is raw. I can guarantee that maybe Lawrence has sat down with her and said, "Listen, this is what men are like."
Oh yeah.
She's had this. She's had the
Yeah.
information.
Yeah.
Now you, as a human being,
As
you're
an
gonna
adult,
do with
yeah.
what you want now with the information. Like I think it's a big difference. I think having that information earlier for some girls is a big plus. You get me? It kind of stops certain things happening before. But don't you get twisted? Like you get me? Like women in good homes, girls in good homes, and that who's going through things. You know what I mean? So.
Mhm.
But
Yep.
man, the dad thing's important, but it does come down to what type of character and what type of man you are. Anyone can be a dad, like to an extent. You get me? Like anyone can just
Yep.
breed a youth and like breed a woman and have a youth
But
if you're
it's
blessed
about
like that.
looking after that
Yeah.
and nurturing that you, like you already said, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And your mindset.
Because
Nah, I mean-
you, bro, you could be the biggest idiot until your youth comes around. Yeah. And the youth will make you. The youth, do you know what
Make
is funny? That is the very truth. Your youth will make you.
Yeah.
Bro.
It'll show you who you are
Yeah.
still. It'll show
Definitely,
you who you
100%.
are.
If you're an arse, yeah, your youth will make sure everybody knows you're an arse, bro.
Yeah, bro. That situation shows you who you are still. That shows you how you. Yeah, it shows you how you may deal with certain things.
Yep.
You get me?
Yeah, I would say there's some of the best life coaches without actually knowing it.
Yeah.
Because they will put you in situations and you have to deal with certain things.
I think being a parent is the only thing that shows you both sides of the spectrum of life. And the reason why I say that is because you come into this world, whether you have a foster carer, whether you have that, just have someone who looks after you in it and they're a good
Yeah.
person. Like,
Yeah.
cool. You come in, yeah. You into this world, you're a child. Some days there's food, some days there might not be food. Some days you might eat nice, some days where it's a madness.
With your hand.
You might not get all the trainers and clothes that you want as a youth. Cool. Fast forward. You have a child. Yeah? Hold on. You have a child. Cool.
Yeah.
Whatever bread that's coming into your account this month ain't the same as what it was last month.
Nope.
Whether you're trapping, whether you're working a 9 to 5, whether you're self-employed, just whatever. The money is not the same.
Yep.
So what happens now? The food ain't gonna be the same
That's
as
it.
it was last month.
That's it.
Do you understand? But you don't But sometimes a lot of us as parents, we don't understand. That is the spectrum.
That's it.
We saw a lot of that stuff growing up, whether it was just with mummy or mum and dad in the house or whatever. We saw that, and now when the tables flip,
Yep.
you can see.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So-
Oh, this is how it used to run when I was little. Okay,
You get me?
so that's why blah blah blah, and this is the reason for. Yeah. I definitely get that.
That is one of the one things that shows you both spectrums of life. So I think that for dads as well, you know what, yeah, I gotta back the man them sometimes, because not even sometimes,
Yeah,
I
all
gotta
the
back
time.
the man them, because
All
you
the
know what it
time,
is, yeah. I understand that sometimes man might lay with a woman, you get me, who you don't know,
Yeah.
and it's peak, yeah, she's pregnant, tear. Furthermore, you might lie with your girlfriend, fam. You might, and then madness happens. You get caught cheating, or she does the madness. Basically, long story short, you're not together. You get me? Yeah, dads. I don't ever want you, man, to think, yeah. Me and my brother don't ever want you, man, to think that raw.
Nope.
No matter what goes on in that yard, yeah, fam, that you lot are important still. You get me?
Definitely.
And I will say this though, yeah. If you leave the link too long, yeah, it's something that is very difficult to get back. You get
Oh
me?
yes.
Yeah,
Oh yes.
Like,
you don't want that.
you know what I'm saying to
don't
you?
want that.
Because there's good men out there who will be with your girl or be with your baby mother and raise you
Yep.
and do all of the stuff.
Yep.
And I'm not saying that raw, like, yeah, because you know what I'm saying.
No,
But-
bro.
At the end of the day, like, if you're a dad, yeah, fam, like, just try and make that link with your youth. Get me? And I understand that sometimes the mums are a bit digital with that. You get me? But yeah, honour is important. We are all important. You get
Yeah.
me? Even if it's just if they just want to ask man a question to get some closure, because you know what? Obviously, yeah, the way I get first. Yeah, I say to you, but yeah, obviously don't like that. There's been times when man, a certain time man I could ask old man a question, and it's no malice or nothing, but you know, you is important because you told me something that made me very, very proud of my mum. Just what I'm saying
Yeah,
to you.
yeah. It's information, bro.
Like, yeah,
it's
fam.
information.
So it's not no malice. Man, don't wish
Nope.
nothing bad. You get me? But because it's not like that. You get me? That time there, like that's why every man like raw. It's not a case of my youths will look for me. Wanna look for your youths if you are able to, innit?
That
You know
is
what I'm
the
saying?
number one thing.
If you are
bro.
if you're
I'm
able.
glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because I've said that a good couple times. And my brothers, I'm pretty sure you've heard me say this before.
Yeah, man, look for
You
your
know
youths.
what? Your youths ain't supposed to look for you.
Mm.
Yeah, you're their guide.
Yeah,
You're
man,
their
look for your
teacher.
youths.
You helped bring them into the world. Yeah, you're supposed to. I can't say supposed to because obviously the circumstance and situation where man can't do that.
Mm.
But the best thing you can do is be there for your youth in the best way possible that you can be.
You get me?
Because, bro, you're important. As a dad, you're important. Don't get it twisted. Don't let nobody fool your head and make you think, oh, you know what? They'll be all right without me. No, they won't. They definitely won't.
Get me?
Because they're missing. Bro, you can't
You're
go
missing
to the
a
shop.
piece of the puzzle,
Exactly.
really.
You can't go to the shop with half a £5 note, you know. You
How
got to
about
have
to
the
be-
whole note.
Do you know why the flip side is mad? Cool. I'll be real, cuz, yeah. I wouldn't
my
even
brother.
say my thing is this, as long as it's a positive, you know, because that after shot, man, I get me. Like, you weren't mad involved with me. Like, obviously, my stepdad, you weren't mad involved with me or nothing at all like that, but yeah, man knew he handled business. As a grown man now, as a parent,
Yeah.
I know what happened behind the scenes. I knew why I was able to do certain things. I know why, you get me,
Yeah.
things weren't as hard as it could have, yeah, as it could have
Yeah.
been. You know what I'm saying? I think that now, there are times I sat there and I thought, raw, would I have been benefited more if my man was in the crib and not just because man's biological? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
to
get
you?
what you're saying.
Like,
Yeah.
would that have
Yeah.
done more for man's? Would that have
Mm.
done more for man? Would I be the person that I am today? Would I have the taste that I have? Would I be as ambitious as I am? Because I tell you what, my man grafted. Like, I didn't see him. He was never at home. I was never at home.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I'm saying to you?
Yeah,
Like,
even I used to
grafters.
see him certain time.
Oh
when he-
yeah,
on his
yeah,
way
yeah,
to
yeah.
work, on
To
his
work
way
in
from
Central,
work.
and that. Yeah, on the
bruv.
bicycle and that. Don't play.
Yeah.
So like, it is mad. I will always say like, yeah, a positive role model. It's dope. It will be better
Yep.
if it's daddy. You get me?
Yep.
Yeah. But I will still say, yeah, in man's heart of hearts, like, if you're a dad, bro, like, yeah, bro, and you feel that you're not important. or your presence as a father is not important. Like it definitely is at one stage.
Yeah.
I think it becomes less and less important for the child and more of questions after, because
Yeah, after the fact.
After a
especially
certain
when
while-
when you get older, it's
Yeah, bro,
it's
it's-
just full of questions.
yeah, it's just like, so what then? What happened?
Yeah.
You get me? It's not. Oh, can I get this? Can I get that? Can
No,
I have
because you
this?
can do that for yourself now.
Especially if you know what I'm saying to you. Especially if you have another support system anywhere, and that's
Yeah.
what you've grown up with. Like, I think, I think you definitely, all that is definitely important. I couldn't walk away from my age.
No, bro. No. See, that's the thing, though. And you said it already. Even if your relationship with your baby mother or your partner, whoever, breaks down, yeah, your children,
Yeah.
the youths are the ones that are going to suffer the most, because you won't see them be upset straight away certain time, yeah. But as my brother said already, the questions they're left with unanswered, those hurt.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's where the problems lie, in unanswered questions. And if you leave that thing for too long, as my brother has said already, yeah, it becomes a bigger issue, because you got less and less time to answer those questions. And then what happens when there is no time to answer those questions? You're gonna feel bad, and the youth's gonna be left in a situation where, like, well, I didn't get to know this and I didn't know that. So they might even start questioning themselves long before then. But having dad there to answer those questions,
It helps.
it helps. Having dad in your life to teach you about certain things helps even more. So yeah, I think the answer to the question stated first of all, that's not important, is it? Yes, he is extremely important. Yeah, just as important as mum. There's no, oh yeah, dad's more important or mum's more important. No. There's different levels to this thing called life. There's different situations that mum's going to be able to deal with better. There's situations that dad's going to be able to deal with better, simply because of the two people's perspectives and outlooks on life. Simply because of that. One's male, one's female. You're supposed to have those two. Yeah, you're supposed to have opposites, because the two opposites is going to put you right in the middle, and it's only going to give the children better access to information. Because you're going to give information, mum's going to give information, and what they're going to do with it, as my bro said already, like what they do with it then is completely down to them. But they've been given the information from both sides. And having it from both sides, bro, that's like reading two books at the same time.
Confusing, but man, don't get it.
Exactly. Once you reach the two ends of the books, you're like, oh, okay, right. You got time to sit down and mull over the information and let it stew and be like, okay, yeah, right. So this is this. And as we done said already, my bro highlighted it. You see, when you end up as a pet, or when your children end up as parents themselves, there's certain things that they've seen you do that they will understand even more. And if you're not there to answer no questions, and they see certain things, bro, you can't tell them, oh no, it wasn't that. Because they're gonna be like, okay, so it was this. And we all know what human beings are like, bro. We'll make things fit whatever it is. If there's no definitive answer, we'll put 2 and 2 together and get 10. Human beings are just like that, bro.
Man needs to get answer. Yeah, some closure.
Exactly. You need the information, and the youths are the only ones that benefit more than us, bro. More than us. Because what are they going to do? They're going to go out into life knowing a heck of a lot more than they would have known in the first place. That is not a bad thing. That's the best thing. If you ask me, bro, that's the best thing. Because then they're not left questioning nothing. Before they even get to the question, they've got the answer. So when the question comes up, and that's with anything in life. Okay, so a situation comes up. The youths may not even know they've learned how to deal with situations just because you're there. But when the situation arises, it's water off a duck's back. Like, yeah, exactly. I've seen this.
Yeah.
I know I've seen how this has been dealt with. I might be able to do exactly the same thing, they may not. But you know what? At least the lesson was there and it was learned. So,
game.
It is.
It's
It
a mad
definitely is,
game,
bro.
bro.
There's too much that can be said about one thing over and over. Because the more you think about it, there's different things that comes up. There's a lot more conversation, and with everybody else, you're gonna get a different perspective.
So,
With
yeah.
the next man, the next man's gonna
yeah.
have different information that's gonna make me say, "Oh right, you know, I didn't even think about that."
Yeah, the parenting thing is mad stuff. And I think like whoever's there, it's a mad one. But you know the ones there like ultimately for me, whoever's there is there, innit? Yeah. But
Yeah,
but like as a man and in the shoes that I am in now, before, like you said earlier, yeah, it's alright, I don't need that. I've it out like, yo, man, don't need, I'm good with mum. It's like I'm alive, I'm fed, you get me. Like, but yeah, as a parent, seeing the impact I have,
yes,
it's like, yo, how could that, how, it's like, how, you know what I'm saying? Now looking at it from, it's like, how could you not think that you were needed?
exactly.
You know the
I
ones
think
there?
you hit the nail on the head. Bro.
Yeah.
Seeing it yourself and
Yeah.
and realizing it and going through it yourself, it's like, bro.
And also understanding, cool, I'm sitting, it might be stupid in that, yeah, fam, but man's reading a book with you for 10 minutes about ABCs, yeah, giving mummy a break, I'm gonna do it, yeah. Like, that alone is a big eye opener.
It really is, bro. It really is.
You get me? For the child, like even for myself, it's like, raw. I'm actually sitting here doing ABCs and 1, 2, 3s with you.
Yeah.
Like, this is mad, and but it makes me feel good. Like, yeah, like wow, like yeah, I'm inputting some. You get me? And then it just makes man think that certain times, well, how could you think that this was not, or how can a man think that it is not important for even early doors, man. Even, you get me, early, like from baby, like it's important.
That's when it's important,
Yeah,
bro,
it's
because that one
important.
there that you develop, like, bro, like we were.
I would say from young. I wouldn't say baby. I would say, yeah, no, I'm lying. Yeah, you'll be strong. It's strong from a baby, innit?
Yep, it is.
Man can't discredit any other time. Like, but I'll say after a certain time. I'll say after like maybe 5. I'll be real 6. After the real innocent stages. If you weren't about in them innocent stages for that youth, yeah, I think that you might not be so receptive to you because you know what I'm saying? Like man's open to other things, or you know what I'm saying? Like you start to understand the world a bit more around 7, 6, 7.
Yeah, there's different things that you're thinking about, and different things you're questioning and whatnot. Yeah, you're right, bro. If you're not there, the early years, you know what I'm saying? That can be a little bit harder because, as you said, the child's not as receptive. They're gonna be like, well, I don't. And for them, look, bro, they're like we said, they're people themselves, bro. If they don't know you like that, they ain't messing with you like that.
Yeah, from
they
what
really
is
not.
this?
It's like, bro, funny thing is, it's like aunts and uncles. Yeah, not even parents so much, but aunts and uncles. Like, if you see your aunt and your uncle a certain time, or should I say certain time, all the time, you know exactly who they are.
Yeah.
You know what they like, blah blah blah. If you don't see them that often, I don't know whether it's the same kind of thing. It can be.
Man act stiff when you're around relatives you don't know.
Yeah.
Man act stiff, blood, but when you're around the ones that you know,
it's easy. You just
and straight in the biscuit tin.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I know you. You're not gonna say nothing to me, or you're gonna say something, but I'm still gonna get around you by just smiling or something.
Hey, auntie, can I have this?
Yeah,
go to the one
bro.
that you don't know. It's like man ain't even asking. Man say, hey, mom, can you ask auntie if I can have her?
Yeah.
Oh, can you ask auntie if I can have her?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly it, bro. Because it's funny you say that. You know, I used to do that as well with one of my aunts. Because my mom's got 2 sisters. One of them, look, anytime I'm around her, yes, it's just like being around my mom. I go and do whatever I want. My other aunt now, certain time, alright, I'll go and get. I was like, yeah, go on, like, like it's supposed to be nothing, but it's something. It's really weird. Yeah, it's really weird.
All I'm gonna say, that might not make no sense to you guys out here, but remember this. Yeah, Timon and Pumbaa raised Simba, bro. You understand?
All right, yeah.
That's all man's.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, be a man. If there's a child in your life,
Yep.
try and raise
Yes.
the child. You get me? Whether it's your biological, whether it's not your biological. If there's a child or a young thing there, raise it, man, because they just need. We're all human beings, and I say that. I think I said this the last time that I was here. They're your children, but they're not yours.
Yep.
Yeah, by my philosophy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
The reason I say that is because someone else can teach my children.
Yeah.
You understand? They can gain knowledge from elsewhere.
Half the day they're at school.
You see what I'm saying? Oh, there you go. So they are their own people. But you, as a man, yeah, my you have to look after your pitney,
Yeah.
or your step pitney, or your niece or your nephew, or you get me, if you're the man in their life. That's just where it is. You know, like that male figure is so important. You see what? Because if my man never had Timon and Pumbaa, bro, he would have starved in that
Yeah,
jungle.
definitely. He
there,
would have been.
yeah,
What?
when he ran away from home. There would have been no Lion King, Simba's Pride.
That's it. Nah,
nothing.
bro. Nothing. There would have been other things picking at his body.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
So,
You know what, my brother?
it's real,
yeah,
bro.
you definitely.
It's real.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I don't even got too much to say after that. So, my brother, I think you mashed down the thing. That right there is the end. Yeah, bro. That right there is definitely the thing. So, brothers, as we already know, yeah, that's important. Not only as a figure, yeah, but as a presence. The information you impart on your children is something that they're going to utilize, not today, not tomorrow, but later on in life. And the more information you give them now, the better help they receive when they're older. So, my brothers, I'm B.
I'm Nay.
It's the Future Fathers Ever podcast. I beg you, stay blessed.